Alright, so I'll do a quick run through of our plant here. So you can see over there, that's where the grain gets dumped and comes in, goes up the leg into these two feed bins. You can see them both there. Comes into this conveyor. It's controlled automatically. So this conveyor comes through the wall up into here, down into this grain elevator, or grain leg as I call it, and into the air and screen machine. That shakes it and sizes it by width. So from that, come over here, comes out of the air and screen machine. There's a blast of air. When the grain comes out of this, there's a blast of air. It takes some of the dust out, and actually there's another blast of air when it first comes in to take some of the initial dust out. Comes in, funneled into this grain leg, up, and then we have a choice. We can either go to these, they're called indents, back down to the, where are we going here? Gravity table, which sizes it on density, and or just skip everything and go straight into this. I'll be running it straight from the air and screen machine over there into this later today. So if we choose to go through the whole system, it goes to the top three indents. They're a length separation, so they pick up the seed based on length. You can't really see into there, but they spin, and there's a trough in the center that picks it up and goes from there. So you can see there's little dimples, so the grain gets stuck in the dimple as it's rotating, and if it's too long, it won't go into the dimple. The good grain goes into the trough on the inside, so I can flip this around like this. So there's the trough. So the good grain would come in, land in here. The stuff that is too long stays in and falls down into this tube down here. The good grain will then go into this, which the good grain will then come out and go into that leg there. This indent will take out cracks and small weed seeds, and then the bad grain will go into there, and the good stuff will continue on down the system. This is a reclaim indent, and it takes the big seed and saves the big seed and goes back through the entire system. So then we go on to the gravity table from the indents, and this is a density separation, so the heavy stuff goes to the top, so there's air. Air comes out through here, and it also shakes at the same time. So the heavy stuff stays on the deck and gets shot up, and the lighter stuff goes on top because of the air and kind of floats down to the bottom. And so the lighter stuff is usually poorer seed, like fusarium and other stuff. Real heavy stuff could be rocks, and the good grains, so that'll go up the top. And then we have our good cut of the gravity table. We do have a reclaim section here where it goes back to the front, or start, and goes through the whole entire system again. And then it goes up into through the wall again and out into the bins, and it's done. We can choose to use this. This is called a screener. It's just rotating, and it does a width separation as well. So that's the C plant, and it's all operated from inside our little office here, which is fully automated. It all has sensors. I can get it going here, and you'll just see the image of it here. So here's what we looked at. So I can click on these, they'll go. I'm not going to do it right now because I'm working on it, but that's the system. We can switch it to automatic, and then it'll maintain itself. If there's an issue, it'll stop. We have sensors on all the equipment and on the bins as well. So here's a overview. So you can see that's our fancy truck, and it's sunny. So that's the system, and it is one of the best around, and it does a fantastic job.